A dwarf you've never met stands within this otherworldly plane, and a voice you've never heard echoes in your mind. Marcus Miles, it intones, and you grasp your own head in familiar terror. You are lost in memory, treading upon the Isles of Mist's wispy sands once more. You sense something amid the fog, and it is behind you, but you whip your head backwards to see only grey. And now it is above you, but your eyes find only nothingness, the closest to void you have ever come.
Marcus!
You shake yourself from your sudden nightmare to find the unfamiliar dwarf still standing there. His face betrays both empathy and impatience with your mental flight to the recent past.
You deserved better from your queen. So did the kingdom. Ho! Such generosity of spirit, such courage and conviction. It seems I have chosen well.
He motions to the scene below, where several figures engage in seemingly endless battle.
You've come to the Hall of Echoes. You've come to the realm of the gods, the same you see at war below.
In that moment, the spirit's identity is as clear as the North Star on a winter night. This is Duna, the god of all dwarves. He nods in return.
It is no secret that ours are a fallen people. The blame rests squarely on my shoulders. I have made mistakes. Logic holds that if the head is troubled, the body will suffer. But I have a solution. You. You are my Godwoken, my replacement. You've been set on the path to divinity. You've awoken to this destiny, if you will. And you must see it done if the Dwarven Kingdom is to survive and thrive. You will be my champion, and given all you have already endured and sacrificed, I can think of none finer. You will be the one to protect our people. Let me show you.
A tremendous power enters your body all at once, as though you dropped yourself suddenly into a pool of water. You are soaked through with energy, with light.
You may have noticed I have tried to help you on your journey. I blessed the water beneath your feet so that it would aid you. Now you have that power for yourself. And this is only the beginning. More and greater powers await you, if only you will seek them. This is why I have chosen you. This is why I would not see the beast crushed by a kraken and swallowed by a tainted sea. Only you and others like you can wield this great power. Now the choice is yours. Will you use your new potential to raise Dwarvenkind to its deserved heights? Or will you squander it for your own selfish needs? Within each individual lies the power of an empire, of a god. Some choose to ignore it, but others choose to seize it, to hone it, to bend it into the tool through which they will claim greatness. This I see within you, above all my many children. I hope I am not wrong. In time, I will ask more of you. But now your goal is simple. Leave this realm, and abandon any who would put their petty needs above your mightier goals. You are battling for the greatest of goods beyond even Dwarven freedom. Dwarven dominance. When facing peril, your survival matters above all else, even if it comes at your crew's expense. Should you die, the kingdom dies with you.
Duna smiles slightly.
There is still much to say, too much. For now, listen closely to what I say. You know full well I am not the only god. You have seen the great war being waged among us. Do not believe for a moment they are not seeking their own champions. Perhaps even from among your companions. Competition is inevitable, Marcus. Failure is not. We are strong. We must rise. You must lead us. You will either be my champion, or a sacrificial lamb burned at another lord's altar.
His eyes blaze with fury.
Choose me, or you cast us, the kingdom, and all that is, into the eternal void.
You hear a sharp chittering from the ground. It seems your squirrel friend is having an argument with his cat. After a quick back and forth, the squirrel throws up its paws and reaches out to touch your foot. You feel a strange new power fill your body. The squirrel sits back, sulking, and the cat struts away cheerfully.
Another giant speaks, Quercus. No, never! I will pay it no notice. One of its truth has an air of nobility about it, but this one... Ugh.
See? What did I tell you? Little gods. So, who did you meet? What did you learn and all that? That it is. And if you want to take my boat off this island, you'll consider me a privileged party. Believe it or not, I'm here to help you. So?
Her eyes go wide.
Go on then. Show me what he taught you. I don't. Now go on. Ah, like that. Right, hold on then.
She takes you by the shoulders and gestures for you to do the same to her. She closes her eyes, and a warm, soothing sensation runs from her hands into your body. Suddenly, you feel the familiar swell of source within you.
Perfect. You really are God-woken. I'm happy. Oh, how unbecoming. Come then, we set sail, your destiny awaits, etc. You'll have to ask the Meister about that. She's dying to meet you.
Melody beckons you to the boat.
After you, darling.
Melody grabs the vessel with two hands and pushes it into the water. She hops on board behind you.
God-woken. Wait till she finds out.
Salty water mists your face. Your skin prickles in bright, warm sunlight. The boat bobs forward through the water, and Fort Joy shrinks behind you.
Tired but victorious, the party made for the Lady Vengeance. The horrors of Fort Joy behind them. They arrived as sorcerers. They left as God-woken. The fate of this God-forsaken world now rested on their shoulders. Or at least on the shoulders of one of them.
A light sea breeze kisses your cheek and carries away the smell of blood wafting up from the deck. In the distance, Fort Joy looms.
Don't stand between a prince and his principles. The Magisters learned that the hard way.
I'll be damned if I ever set foot on that island again. Don't care who I have to bury.
I've no sympathy for those who die in the line of duty. Especially as odious a duty as those dead Magisters held. Onward now. The sooner Fort Joy disappears from the horizon, the better. Perhaps the Seekers need help manning the ship.
The squirrel looks around the boat, chittering excitedly.
Our fallen, pray that they may find rest. Blessings to our fallen, pray that they may find rest. Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Don't go any further, Godwoken. We need you alive. The ship won't sail. We had orders to search every corner of it and figure out what's blocking us. It's hewn from elven livewood. I thought I could communicate with it, but...
She glances over towards a smouldering pile of ash on the deck nearby. Something is nestled within it. Fragments of scorched bone.
That was Brendan. When the ship wouldn't answer my call, he touched the figurehead, and it attacked him, without warning. He burned, like he was made of parchment. Nothing. The ship is livewood, that much is clear. But I couldn't communicate with it. The Magisters must have done something, warped it somehow. Just remember what I said, Godwoken. If you die, then this was all for nothing.
Her eyes flick over to the smouldering ashes once again, her head held at a despondent angle.
Thank you. We were held captive together on this ship. He kept my spirits up. Now he's dead. Ter Sindelius, pray to you for my Seeker brethren. Show us the path to salvation. Ter Sindelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Ter Sindelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril. Blessings to our fallen. Pray that they may find rest. Ter Sindelius, hear my prayer. Show us the way forward. Deliver us from peril.
Spare me, Gareth. We got what we came for. This is what success looks like.
I won't see them tossed overboard. Not here. We'll hold a proper service.
What's-his-face and so-and-so would want us to get this ship sailing before all else. They died for those Godwoken, after all.
You know their names, Malady. Can't you even pay them that much respect?
Gareth inhales sharply, then catches you out of the corner of his eye and smiles, barely.
Our guest stirs. Welcome, Godwoken. Glad to see you safely aboard.
Very glad indeed.
Too many.
One too few, actually. Alexander, he's alive. Apparently didn't hit hard enough.
He's in the hold below decks. Unconscious, but alive. Question him. Someone has been hunting your kind, and Alexander fancies himself the only Godwoken worthy of ascending. As far as we know, you may even be the last still alive. If Alexander is guilty, he'll face justice. Yes, we certainly had better, but the ship won't move.
She's mute. We need to free her tongue.
You're welcome to try, though I doubt it'll help.
What Gareth means to say is don't bother. Livewood will only move when it wants to, or, in this tub's case, when it's forced to. That's right. The ship's made of an elven ancestor tree, the spirit of which is still trapped in every plank. What we need is a way to control the bloody thing.
The Seekers, the survivors of us, have been combing the ship from bow to rudder. It hasn't been easy. This place is laced with dark magic.
These Seekers have such a limited skill set.
We lost a man in the search. Malady might not appreciate that, but I do. And I hope you do too.
I'm sure the Godwoken will be able to get the ship moving. They kind of like to feel useful, don't they? That's the spirit.